We're with Andrew Brayshaw and Caleb Serong. Congrats to you both on being elevated to vice captains. Andy, can you talk about what it means to have that acknowledgement from the group?
Yeah, it's an honour. I've been in the leadership group for a couple of years now, and to be named vice captain of the club is pretty special. And I guess I got drafted here 5-6 years ago now, so I definitely wouldn't have thought I'd be in this position where I am now. And having the trust of the players and the coaches and I guess the whole club is really special.
You've worked closely with Caleb from the day he set foot in Freo. What's it going to be like having you alongside him as vice captain?
Yeah, I'm very excited to be working with Seba. Obviously we both play in the midfield, both play a really similar role, and I think we push each other every day to get better. And I don't think that'll change in this vice captaincy role. We'll always be pushing to be the best leaders that we can, and having Caleb by my side and mine by his, we're going to be just making ourselves better leaders, I think.
Caleb, congrats to you too. Andy is a couple of years ahead in the AFL system. How have you benefited from having him so far as leader in your 3 seasons?
Yeah, it's been massive. I think the first day I walked in the door, I felt like Andy really took me under his wing, him and a few of the other guys, but I guess he just made me feel really comfortable. He showed me the way, showed me how to be a pro. So from the moment I walked in, I was kind of trying to follow his footsteps and what he was doing. He was really setting the standard in that aspect and how hard to work. So I learned a lot from him. And then I guess since playing over the last couple of years, he's gone strength to strength. And his elevation to one of the best players in the comp is something that I really want to follow. And it really motivates me. And I guess seeing what he's done as a player, I guess has allowed me to see that's possible, and if we work hard we can do it together. And as a leader, it's no different. What he's doing in terms of connecting with teammates and driving the standards is definitely something that I've learnt from him, and that I've definitely taken in my own leadership.
Have you both and the rest of the leadership group had a chance to catch up with Alex to talk about how you'll support him as a captain?
Yeah, we have. We had our first meeting this week, and I guess there's been a lot of conversations outside of the meeting and just what we want it to look like. And obviously it's a different dynamic this year, and new guys in there with new voices and ideas, which is really exciting. Those guys have already really bought in and bringing new ideas to the table, which is great. So we'll use the next couple of weeks to really embed how we want that, meeting and the group to function, and what the roles are of each of us as individuals and as a group. And I think come round 1, we're going to have it down pat and ready to lead.
Andy, last year Alex had a large majority of games to step in as captain while Nat was out injured. What did you see from him as stand-in skipper that made the boys want to back him in full-time this year?
He's someone who is definitely unique, and he sticks to that. He hasn't really changed at all now that he's been captain, and even last year he stayed his authentic self, and everyone really loves playing with him. He connects really well with the playing group and with the coaches. He's sort of that connection between those two groups, and he's the sort of guy you want to be playing with whenever I think of playing on the weekend, and having him crashing packs and going back with the flight. He's the sort of guy that you want to take out to the game, and he's definitely someone who embodies what it means to be a Fremantle player. So I think there's a lot of people in the group that thought the exact same, and it's going to be exciting to see him lead us.
Hopefully Alex plays every game, but have you given it much thought how it might look if he is unavailable for a game?
No, I haven't really. Hopefully he's uninjured, touch wood.
Caleb Jager O'Meara, he has been here for just 5 months and he's now a leader at Freo. Can you tell us what he's been like behind the scenes and what Freo fans can expect from him?
Yeah, it's really exciting having Jager become a part of the playing group as well as the leadership group. Since he's come in, a lot of people have spoken about it in the last week or so. He's been an absolute pro. He's walked in the door and just got to worked really hard, set the standard in that respect, and then off the field he's gone about just building connections. So I'm really fortunate. I'm next to him in the locker, so we've got along really well, and I guess just away from the club as well, he's been trying to connect with guys and build those relationships as a new guy coming in, and that says a lot about him, that he's been voted in by the players and the coaches as a leader in his first 3 months of the footy club. It's pretty special and not that common, so the impact he's had on the club's profound already.
And you were drafted alongside Hayden Young, probably the best place to speak about him as well, his elevation into leadership group. It's a great sign for Youngie.
Yeah, it's great. Youngie, it's well deserved. I think since he came in, he's just been really eager to play some footy and string a few games together. And since he came in the door, he's been pretty unlucky with a few injuries in his first 2 years. was pretty tough for him in that respect. But I guess having last year where he could just play pretty much every game and back himself to, I guess, embed his spot in the team and then really start dominating his role, he feels really comfortable now to lead others, which is really exciting for him to have, I think, 30, 35 games under his belt and feel comfortable to lead, and now really taking control of not only the young group but the whole backline and the whole team. He's another one that drives the standards and works really hard, but I guess he's someone that sees the game really well, so he's able to talk out in the field and communicate really well, but also in meetings he's able to see things that some others aren't.
Andy, similar with you and Switter, although you were opposite ends of the draft, what's it like seeing his perseverance that he's shown across his career and now into this leadership group as well?
Yeah, Switter actually played with my older brother Angus when they were at Vic in under 18. So then, to get drafted, he was a bit more of a mature head, a couple of years older, but has really had to scrap and fight for his spot in the team, and he's cemented that now and has really made a statement that he's one of the best small forwards at the club. And I love playing with him. He's someone who gives everything to all aspects of his game, and it's going to be really exciting to have him in the group. Another person who's a really good connector between the coaching group and the playing group, and everyone really respects him. Since he's come in the door, he's worked as hard as anyone. So it's going to be really exciting. And
one back on your kind of co-vice captaincy, it's early doors, but how does it look like with your makeup and your relationship in that role? Is it just conversations in passing? Is it informal checkings? How do you see this role being shared between you and both bringing each other's strengths out in this role?
I guess I haven't really seen a vice captain since I've been at the club. It's always just been the whole leadership group's trying to make the captain, the job of captaincy, as easy as possible. So I don't think that'll change that much. We'll just be doing whatever we can, I guess, to make Alex's job as easy as possible and help him lead in any way we can. Being a little bit younger than Alex, I think that we can really connect with the younger demographic of the group and be their voice a little bit, whatever they're feeling, thinking, bring that forward to the leaders and to the coaches, and I guess just try and make this place as close as we can, players, coaches, staff, everything like that.
Before we wrap, just individually on your pre-seasons, just tracking to round one, how are you placed, Caleb, as we're only a couple of weeks out?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think my body, I've had a really good run at it over this pre-season, which is really exciting. I guess last year I had a bit of an interruption with a broken finger and stuff like that, which meant I couldn't do contact for about 6 weeks. So being an inside midfielder, that's a big part of the game. So I felt like I was kind of playing a little bit of catch-up come this time of the year last year. So I think we've done a lot of work. I've done a lot of work individually, and we've done a lot of work as a group to be really ready for round one. I think as a collective, we should be really looking to hit the ground running, and I'm really excited what we can achieve as a group. But body's feeling good, mind's feeling good, so I'm ready to go.
And Andy, you missed a hit out or two in recent weeks. How are you placed?
Yeah, feeling good. I had a couple of weeks where I've been deloaded a little bit, it's been a really smooth transition into this year. Come back. Haven't really missed too many of the main sessions, a couple of hit outs that you mentioned, but they're very, very keen to get stuck into Saints round one.